That's a new day, 67. I'm sitting here and talking to camera every day until I get fluency in English. And by the way, guys, take a look. Behind me, there is no more lies, like wall lies, you know what I'm saying? Because the hostel dormitory, the manager here, she made me to take it off because this is a forbidden here in dormitory. This is violation of our policy of rules of dormitories. But anyway, I will keep still the map and green artificial plants. The poster, I want to believe in aliens, because I want to believe. First question, do you agree or disagree with the statement that female and male university students should have separate residence hall? Absolutely disagree that they should have separate residence hall, because I don't know why. When we live together, for example, in my dormitory, everyone is here, and girls and boys, and it's cool, actually. It's so fun when you can spend time together with girls or with boys. You're not in the limit by some kind of type of humans. You know, you can find absolutely anyone here, and it's cool. Yeah, when you, for example, only boys in dormitory, this looks like army, something like this. I don't want to be in such strict rules, you know, so not at all. I need to explain what does the male student think about the internship that the career services will get for the students. In general, a male student doesn't think that it is a good idea to participate in an internship, because in the future you're not gonna get some revenue from this internship, because the chance that you will get this job actually while you being students, it's pretty low. So it is just wasting time for him, and you're not gonna learn something new during internship, because mostly your job it will be like personal assistant, bring some coffee to the director, or do some paperwork and just simple actions. And in the future, when you're gonna go to some big company, big business, no one is actually interested in about your past, what companies or what internships did you do in the past. So it's not really worth this. Wait a second, please. Next task. Using the example from the lecture, explain the cognitive dissonance theory. Dissonance theory, cognitive, is based on situation when a person holding two opposite beliefs, ideas in his brain, and still continue support each of them. For example, it was like a story about Anna, who is some lawyer about protection animals' rights. She said that we need to stop killing animals and protect them, about bad treatment, this kind of. But she still continue eating meat at the same time, because she loves meat. And sometimes it can bring really stress in you. Psychologists, conditions, just assure herself that the animals were killed. They were treated really well in the farm, and it wasn't from the environment, really, it wasn't killing poor animals. Last question, what forms of figurative arts are mentioned in the lecture? There were mentioned 2 points about figurative arts, basically about expressionism and realism. Expressionism is based on playing with the human's emotions. When you create artwork, sometimes you exaggerate the reality significantly to reflect your idea, to reflect your emotions, your point, what you want to explain to the people by your art, to become trigger for someone and to get his attention. Realism is about just following, reflecting natural human emotions. When you represent in your artwork the same what we can meet in real life, but obviously it contains emotions, idea what artists want to explain for people. It's in more natural way. Good luck, see you tomorrow, bye bye.